Hello, it's me, C Parks, and I'm here again without Golden Rose K, because they're still traveling the world. I think they're in Japan now. They might still be in the Philippines. I think they're in Japan. I'm not quite sure. I have to keep up with their blog posts. It's February, officially February 3rd, which means this background is only good for like this month. I'm going to change it next month again to a spring one. Thank God, because winter stinks. Not here. Winter's fine here. I literally have the door open right now, or the window open, whatever this is, for the cats to go out on the deck. So it's not bad. It's not a bad winter. What are we doing today? All right, today. Oh, hi, Lucid. By the way, welcome. It's way better on the coast than inland a few hundred miles. I bet actually. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's hit or miss. Sometimes when you're on the coast, it's where you get like some real crazy like wind affecting like the weather. But then yeah, the middle is just kind of I guess like a desert, you know? If it's hot, it's real hot, but if it's cold, it's real freaking cold. That down a little bit. I don't know if I need that up all the way. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's nice. It's nice here. Hold on, let me check the weather real quick. Weather. 54 degrees. And, you know, partly cloudy. Oh God. I mean, I've lived in a place where like without wind chill or anything like that, it would get negative like 10, 15 degrees a couple times during the winter. And I also worked in a freezer where it was like negative 20. Negative 40 is crazy though. So like I said, I moved here from where it was cold. And something that people don't understand here is when it's actually cold and it like hurts. Like you have to cover your skin because it just like freeze burns your skin. Yeah, and people here are like, or the people that we've talked to are like, oh my God, it's like 35 degrees. It's so cold out today. There was a little bit of frost on my car windshield this morning. That's funny to me. That's just funny. You know what? If there's no cats outside, I'm gonna maybe close that. Not because it's cold, but because I'm self-conscious of everybody listening to me. That's why I'm streaming on the internet. Hold on. Ugh. Nope. Nah, he's like lounging on the porch, so I can't close it on him. My freaking hair is stupid. I need a haircut so bad. So bad. Anyway. What have I played for games recently in the last week or so? Blah. Bazaar. I'm actually gonna play Bazaar today while I just talk because I'm unprepared. That's what I felt like doing today. I played some Baldur's Gate 3. I don't remember if that was last week or before last Tuesday or not. I think it was. Oh yes, I think I saw you say that. Yeah, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Very fun looking series, the Like a Dragon games. Thought he came inside. They're silly. They're silly. Yakuza RPGs. I like those. What else did I play? Actually, I started to log whenever I like, uh, I guess boot up a game. Not necessarily play it all that much. I'm trying to keep track of things. Let me sign in here. I should have clicked remember me, huh? Let's see. All right. Games. Not games. Me. Profile. Played. Oh, Drop Duchy. Played a little bit of Drop Duchy. That's right. Wasn't as good as first, like a Dragon Honesty, but still had fun for sure. Rarely are they as good as the first, but as long as it's still enjoyable, right? This is bright. This is on my face, right? This is what's like killing my vibes right now. Oh my god, it freaks the camera out. Washes it out. Yeah, Drop Duchy. Drop Duchy I played a very little bit. I remember seeing it on a Steam Next Fest, which looked interesting, but I never got to play it. Basically, you can say, and there's a 0, so practically 9, lol. Yeah, that's how numbers work. Oh yeah, wait, it's infinite wealth, so that's the 8 sideways. Yeah, it's basically 8. Let me get rid of this notification over here. Yeah, Drop Duchy's interesting. Drop Duchy is kind of like, it's got a little bit of like a Tetris well thing going on, but it's much, much, much slower paced placing your Tetraminos, because each Tetramino is like either a building or a type of land, and you are placing your land and your buildings, and then when you clear a line, it doesn't actually clear, but you gather all the resources from what you've placed in that line. And then your buildings will have special effects like turn adjacent plains into farms and collect like wheat immediately from them, so you don't have to clear the lines to collect. And then there's also like some fighting in it where you will have to place enemy tiles, and you have to place enemy tiles in a way where they don't get too many bonuses. And then you have to place your like army tiles in a way that gets more bonuses than their army, so that you can not lose health, because it's a run-based game. A dead bug. Have some weird amalgamation of SimCity, Settlers of Catan, Total War, and Tetris that may be very wrong. I'll show you real quick, actually. Just a screenshot. It's neat. It was on it's on Game Pass now. All right, hold on. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Let's just show this real quick. So it's small. Hold on. Boop. Let's pause this. Go AK. So you can see the tile at the top. That's what's coming up. It's this tile with its river pieces. You can see all these other tiles they've placed. Can I just like skip to a certain spot? So they're placing tiles. You see, you explore a line. You've got their army tiles. You've got some of your army tiles. And essentially, like at the top right here, you can see your health for the run. Whatever the difference is between your army and their army, at the end of like this section will subtract your health, and you just keep going until you lose health, you know, or beat the run. And yeah, it's neat. It's on Game Pass. I think that's a great way to play it if you have Game Pass. And yeah, you can see they lost by 10. So they're going to lose 10 points here. And then you go to the next phase. You use your resources that you've collected in here to buy new tiles, upgrade the tiles you have, and whatnot, you know. But I played that a little bit, and that was neat. But yeah, anyway, there's no K today. I'm going to play games. I want to switch to this. Boop, this screen. Ta-da! All right, we're going to yap. We're going to talk about a little bit while we play games. Not Mugenics. Well, we're going to talk about Mugenics. Actually, I'll bring up Mugenics here first, since we're going to talk about that. So, Mugenics. I've been mentioning it a couple times. Actually, you know what? This was... I can't just go back. I know for a fact that he's not live right now. This might be like a pre-recorded video that is shared as live, but I know he's not live because he's doing a podcast. I was just watching him live. It's a little weird. It's a little weird, as you can see. Mugenics is the new game from the creator of Meat Boy, the creator of The Binding of Isaac, Edmund McMillen, and his friend Tyler Glale. This is their new game. It is let's see, it calls it here, tactical breeding, turn-based adventure, draft abilities, collect items, and manipulate genetics. Basically, it's a tactics game where you have your house, you have your cats. Your cats have stats. Your cats have abilities and diseases. And you grab, I think it's 3 of them, and you go on an adventure with them. And it is this tactics-based... Whoa! Okay. A microphone. This is tactics-based gameplay. Turn-based tactics. You'll go through your run. You'll buy hats and mustaches and candy and different things. Or maybe it's 4. It looks like there's 4 here. You'll assign each cat a different type of role. So you can assign people as, like, you know, typical RPG tactics roles. The warrior, the archer, the healer, you know. You'll assign them all roles. And then when you lose, or win, I guess, you go back to your house. Those cats can no longer go on adventures. They've gone on their adventure. And then now you breed for new cats and go on an adventure again, you know, and that's kind of like the loop. And there's something like, I think he says it's like 700 different items in the game. Tons of different types of cats because, you know, of all the breeding and the mutations and diseases that they could have. And it's out in a week. And it looks... I think it's going to get in the hole. Yeah. Hold on. Where was that? I saw that. Yeah. So that's another thing. As you're going through the game, you'll have these turn-based battles, right? And then there's also just like events that happen, and you have to choose what to do with that event. Mr. Fritz finds a cat-shaped hole in the wall. It looks like it was made just for him. You can either get in the hole. You can get in the hole, or you can get in the hole. I'm assuming, depending how you get in the hole, you know, either with, I don't know, health, intelligence, or range, it'll affect the outcome. Oh God, I read that one as, and was talking about it yesterday with my girlfriend. Don't judge. It is a lot of cat ladies out there. There's a lot of cat ladies out there. I got 2 cats. I'm a cat lady. But yeah, here's like the map. You can see, you know, sort of a Slay the Spire-esque, like you'll come to a chokehold. You want to go down to this fight or up to take this path, you know. My main hype for this game is that it is by the Binding of Isaac guy, Edmund McMullen, and how much time they've like spent on this game. It wasn't just like a quick thing. Like they've been working on this game for years and years and years. How is life in Twilight Zone? Sea Parks, you good? Physically good. But man, Polar Nights, this last week, what a ride. Actually, hold on. I want to see if I can find this real quick. I found this hilarious. Let me hide this while I look for it, just in case. So, for some reason, I use Twitter. And actually, you know what? I'll just go to Discord because I took a picture of this. I don't need this open. Took a picture of this. Obviously, we had the Epstein files, you know, that whole thing coming out. And Sonic the Hedgehog official account on Twitter posted this. That was on the 26th, it looks like. So this is hilarious to me. I guess finally releasing the files. But yeah, this was what a wild thing for the official Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account to say. You use the Evil Corp, the huge X that shows what you can say or not. I use it in the sense that I look at it. I also look at Blue Sky. I look at both of them. See, look. Oh, you can't see. Here's my Blue Sky. See. And look, Capybara Games. Right in the front. Bam. Warrior 64. Mina. Yeah, this game too. Baby trading. Okay. Sounds worse than it is. Then you keep your tabs on the personas. You have to. How can you not? I mean, like Blue Sky, you can at least tell a joke and not get stomped. Twitter is just filled with bots. And the people that are like as you say, stomping you for like telling jokes, it are either bots or just like not real people. They are people, but they're like not real people, you know? They're just it's bots and trolls. That's all it is. That's all it is. But sometimes I see stuff for like gaming news is basically what I try to use. Or sports news. That's what I use those websites for, to try to get my quick news. Anyways, yeah, Mugenics. And now I'm gonna play a game while we talk. But yeah, man, I'm excited for Mugenics. It's out in a week. I don't know how into the Smash scene you are, but this Zump controversy. Oh yeah, no. I'm very into the Smash scene. And I guess a lot of controller controversy I just kind of like let wash over. Like, I think I personally think any controversy over Z jump is silly. Like, if people want to remap the controls, I just don't see an issue with that. It's such a modern thing to do now. Like, you can do it in Smash Ultimate. But like to wow, those are when you start controversy over like something like that, I think it's silly. Which, like, if that's the controversy we're talking about, like, I think I'm fine. If that's the Smash controversy, perfect. The only part I'll say I do get is that they're putting leverless switches for buttons to give mouse click buttons, which probably gives you at least a 2-frame speed advantage. I think that is a more nuanced thing. I think that's a little more nuanced, where you are, and that, I think it's tougher because it's not just remapping, it's actual like hardware modification. And I guess what I'll say for Smash is if you allow modifying your controller for putting notches to get better Firefox angles, I don't think you can complain about modifying button presses like that, like the different types of buttons. That's my take. Not just should be on. Oh well, yeah, I guess not just should be on the chopping block. I don't know. I'm kind of into it. I wish, actually, I think if we lived in a world where the Panda controller came out, we would not be having these conversations in this type of way. I wish upon a star. Are you sure it's not just like a drone passing by? I see a lot of those too. Helicopters. But yeah. No, Smash controller controversy I think is dumb. At this point, I've seen enough of it and nothing has happened. Absolutely nothing. For like years. Nothing's happened with box controllers, the leverless controllers, you know. So I don't think anything will happen. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, is that so, Polar Knights? Drones are not legal to operate here without a license from our armed forces. I think there are. Box got nerfed several times. The software, I think that's true. You're right. Yeah, I think that we do have some sort of rules about drones, but I think it has to do with like how high. Yeah, I think there's like certain areas and certain heights you're not supposed to send drones to without like permission. Hmm. This actually might go kind of crazy. Also that's a vehicle. I want vehicles right now. Let's go that. Wait, you have 4 airports within 40 miles? Holy crap. I don't know how many I have. Maybe 2. Ah, cool. I might have 2 airports. Maybe more. UFO heaven. Didn't they change it? Isn't it not UFO anymore? What'd they change it to? Hold on, let me put this. Ah. Oh my god, how did this full screen? How did I... What? How did I do that? How did I just do what I did? UDA or something like that? UFO new name. UAP. Yeah, Lucid, you already said it. That's it. UAP. Nope. That, which sounds way worse. Like, I'm not pulling up to the sci-fi movie and having them talk about UAPs, you know? We're looking for UFOs. I don't know why. And actually, hey, I'm not so versed in crazy people. Yeah, that's fair. That's so fair. Unfortunately here in America, we've got a lot of crazy people lingo that has, for some reason, broken through. Ooh, that's pretty good. Would like more vehicles, but... Or shields? I don't know. Let's buy both of these. Boop, boop. Ooh. Observatory's cool, but do I have the money for it? Probably not. I've seen a few weird things in the sky, but like I said, we literally test experiment craft, so I just assumed they were Air Force tests. We had recently, I took a video of it, so I get home really late, and so it was probably like 3 a.m. or something. I was getting ready to go to bed, and I have a big sliding door, and I could see outside just like red and green flashes. Like they looked like flashes like lightning, but they were like red and green. And it just kept happening all over the place. And I was like, oh my god, we're being invaded by UFOs, not UAPs. And I took a video of it because it looked wild, but it, I'm pretty sure it was just like a transformer blew out or something. I'm trying to be a Bigfoot hunter. I need to get a mullet and stick first and mental exam before I get a license. Listen, actually, Lucid and I both, we live in Bigfoot territory. We're out here in the Pacific Northwest. It did look insane, Lucid. It did. I didn't know what it was. I had to look it up later. Actually, I think what happened was I sent a video of it to my sister, and she was like, oh, looks like this happened. And I looked it up, and I was like, oh, yeah. That is exactly what happened. That's not a vehicle, right? No, get out of here. You're a vehicle? You're not a vehicle, but you'll go in. I'm missing my 4 12-year molars. You can't live in Northwest. You have all your teeth. I got my wisdom teeth taken out. Got my wisdom teeth taken out, if that matters. Is that a thing other countries do? Do other countries remove the wisdom teeth? Do they call them something different? Hmm. I got those out when I was like 18 because we're told you're supposed to. We all do it. Okay, cool. It seemed like a health thing, but who knows? Like what we're told is like real or not. Upgrade. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. Speaking of like UFOs and the apocalyptic world we live in, um Fallout 3 is like potentially getting a remake that's going to get shadow dropped. It seems like those rumors have been like maybe cut down. But I think it's tomorrow is like the season finale for Fallout 2 season 2. And there's like a website that is Idaho would be the doll your teeth section. From what I know about Idaho, I don't know much about Idaho. But yeah, the season's ending, and there's a website, I guess, that was counting down to something, and I guess months ago there was some sort of leaked document that mentioned like Elder Scrolls and Fallout in it. I think maybe specifically Oblivion and Fallout 3. And after that, shortly after that, the Oblivion remake rumors popped up and then was shadow dropped. And so now people are like, oh, this is for the Fallout 3 remake. And it seems like after looking into it, that might not be what this website is about, that it's counting down to. It seems like it is some sort of like almost like interactive 3D room that you can use, like almost like a Google Maps kind of situation, Street View, but for like the Fallout TV show set, something like that. Let's do this one. Elder Scrolls and GTA have both been out over a decade. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time. I actually couldn't play let's go. You know what? Another skill. I couldn't play Skyrim because for some reason it would make me sick. I want that to start. And Jason start. Let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah, I couldn't play it because it would make me sick for some reason. I forget what else there was. Skyrim and something else around the same time. Just Fallout games. Yeah. And like the only news we get about Fallout 6 is that Elder Scrolls 6 is that it's probably still like super far away. Because they said something recently about it, where Fallout 6, they were like, yeah, we talked about it, but like, we really haven't done a whole lot of work on it. It's still got years to go. And I think there were actually people in the company, if I'm remembering this correctly, there were people in the company that were like upset that Elder Scrolls 6 wasn't getting as much like development time as it needed, or they felt it needed, because instead the company was putting time into the Oblivion remake, potentially the Fallout 3 remake, and what's that other one they made? Oh my god, I can't remember the name. Sky. Oh my god, what was their sci-fi one? Not Skyrim. Starfield. Apparently, like, there were potentially people upset that there was so much time being put into Starfield. I mean, I'll grab it, but I'm not really into either of these two things here. Yeah, I never played Starfield either. From what I could tell, it was like very hit or miss with people. Yeah, I've seen them showcasing 2 or 3 engines saying they were for Elder Scrolls 6 that just got scrapped through over the last decade. It feels like Elder Scrolls 6 is like a very big and important project, but they don't know what they're doing with it yet. That's like how that's like my view on it is like they know it's important, so they're just like being overly cautious with like the engine and the graphics system, the console that it releases on. Like it like almost reminds me just playing with this thing on my head. It almost reminds me of like almost like Half-Life 3. Except Skyrim, or I mean Elder Scrolls 6 is announced. But for like Half-Life, it always seemed like Half-Life 3 always felt like this thing where it was like we are too scared because we like can't do anything revolutionary with Half-Life. They just gonna release it for like 3 console generations and sell 6 copies to people again. Yeah. I need new games, not old shit remade. It's crazy. The new games is like the indie scene now. That's what it feels like. It's like you go to the indie scene for a new gaming experience, and you go to the big market AAA studios for like nostalgia, just for like remakes or action adventure RPGs, basically. It's kind of like I miss the time when the devs played the games they made. I think in a lot of cases, like they definitely do, but I think they're too caught up in like their ideas rather than the ideas being like fun or unique. I'm kind of killing it right now. I'm like hardly paying attention. like, you know, say what you will about Nintendo. A lot of things bad with Nintendo and the way they run their business. But a lot of their games, when they make like a sequel to it, they try something different. They try something unique in a lot of situations. I'll grab this. For now. Also, to get through my list here, speaking of Nintendo, rumors have surfaced that development for a Metroid movie has started. Damn, I gotta sell that thing I just bought. Yeah, they said that, or rumors are that a Metroid movie is like in development and is based around the Metroid Prime series of games. And we already know they're making the Zelda movie, but there's still something about a Metroid movie for them to make that feels so much more interesting and exciting to me, because Metroid feels more adult than even like The Legend of Zelda. And because of that, like the idea of them making something that is, you know, maybe for an older, probably teen audience, it's exciting. It's interesting. Metroid Prime itself is like super dark, right? So Polar Knights, I enjoy having you here. It's good to see somebody from like a different part of the world looking in and being like, man, you guys are fucked. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Ugh. Man, I gotta fix this arm. Something going on. Did I? Ah, we're back. Okay, that was weird. I think I hit something on it. Yeah, it just keeps coming up high. Whatever, it's fine. Did I win? I didn't see. I love going to the zoo, watching Americans in their natural habitat. Man. Oh no, I definitely lost, huh? I had so much poison on me. Yeah, that's all right. Maybe I gotta start looking at things. Oh, it's hard to look at it like that when, like, I'm gonna say just look at it like a zoo, but like the monkeys are running the country. So it's hard. It's hard when the zoo animals are like in charge. That's not how it's supposed to be. Ooh. It's not a lot of health. This is just a tool. I miss the time when USA was the good guys. I mean, I like going to zoos because it's always depressing to me. Love the aquarium though. I like both. I do like the zoo. We have like a really nice zoo here near me. I also do love aquariums. I find sea life fascinating. Yeah. And it's not just about seeing the cool sharks, but that's cool too. But like deep sea stuff, there's some weird stuff in the ocean, you know? I'll go with that. I'll hang on to it. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I don't have anything to freeze. Oh man. Oh, actually, also, we were talking about AAA companies and their love of remakes. I don't know if either of you are Prince of Persia fans, but Ubisoft canceled the remake that they were making. I want to close this door now. Can I close this door? No, my cat's still outside, but I have to take a picture now because he's adorable. Never got into it, me neither. This guy. He's chilling outside. Chilling with Oogie Boogie. Yep. Save, send all these people. Boop. I also never got into Prince of Persia, but there are like new Prince of Persia games that are interesting that I would play. Prince of Persia. There's The Lost Crown. This one. This one looks cool. And then there's another one. This was disappointing. Go away. You're wrong. Love Walmart. It was like an episode of Jerry Springer and the X-Files. Walmart is crazy. Walmart is... Yeah. There is an audience for Walmart that is unique. Ooh. I didn't buy that other thing, did I? Oh, I did. I've still got to play Death Stranding, Baldur's Gate 3, and Final Fantasy 16. I've played some Baldur's Gate 3. It's a tech. I'm still gonna buy it. It's weird. I'm not interested in playing Death Stranding, but I am interested in it being like an IP that exists. Divorce my wife first before I can invest a few hundred hours in gaming. I feel that. I get that. For me, I have to quit my job. Because for one, way too often do I have to work like 12-hour nights, but also it just makes me so tired. I don't want to do anything when I get home, and I don't want to wake up because I'm just tired. Just disable her and yourself. Makes it easier. Y'all just get to stay home. Wow. What a life, huh, Lucid? I'm sure it's so fun and exciting for you and so easy. That's sarcasm, by the way, in case that didn't come across. being disabled is not fun or awesome. Oof. I got no defense. Wait, I had enough defense. I had enough defense. Oh my gosh. Did they run out of ammo or something? That must have been it. I just barely outlived. Ugh. It is expensive, and the worst have not hit the world in cost. Shit is expensive. It's interesting hearing it from you as well. To know that shit's expensive just everywhere. Still think I could probably blame us, America, for that. Ooh. Okay, things are getting interesting now. With this shit I got in here. I think I want to change this. I don't want you... I don't think I want you, but we'll hang on just in case. $9.90 a month. I want to be a Democrat now. $9.90 a month is not very much for me. It's less than rent. Yep. I thought so. Okay. Not even a third of the rent. It's about half of my rent, just under half my rent. Let's just get something for free. This guy also flies? Interesting. Burn equal to this item's damage. I don't have anything that, like, raises his damage. I live in an old building from the 70s. It's $13.50 a month. $13.50 is not bad. I guess, I mean, it depends on what, you know, the condition is. And the space. Let's get a gold tier skill. Ooh. Let's see how this works with this smoke detector. 2-bed, 1 bath, just... I had washer dryer, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with my situation. Because we do have that washer dryer. 2-bed, 2 bath. Actually, I guess it's 2-bed, 1.5 bath. 1.5 bathrooms. 2 bedrooms. And washer and dryer hookup. I can't complain. No room. Oop. Ooh. Upgrade to silver or lower? Part of me wants to switch to this, like, destroy shit build. But none of these are vehicles. I don't want you... I also have this other stuff that needs to be upgraded. Or do I just find haste items? You know, let's just upgrade what we got. Let's upgrade this guy, maybe? Or this guy? This guy. Tech? The hell is this? I don't want a NFT. Ew. Tech drone. Okay, never mind. I don't want any of this. Where? Stop flying, shield 10. Your vehicles and drones. Oh, stop flying. It's so true. If that motherboard had a RAM in it, the value would be way higher. Man, everything. You know what? I can say to myself right now, with where my computer is at, and like the gaming consoles I have, the board games I have, I don't need to buy anything. Goodbye, Polar Knights. Thank you for being here. Hopefully tomorrow's a new day. You never know. Could be the same day. I mean, we just had Groundhog's Day. Could be a whole same day again. Ooh. If we were stuck in a time loop where tomorrow was today again, it does mean I would have another day off. So that's pretty cool. All right, I think I have to change things now because I lost. I got to do something here now. What do I want to do there? I don't know what to put here. 101 burn. 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. I'm so glad I got my PC when I did. I saw GPU prices drop and pulled the trigger. My 2K machine is, oh wow, up to about 3K. Not even a year later. Look at small items. I think I do that. I think I just keep that hasted, maybe. Want to destroy that. And do I just destroy yourself? Is that all I do? Will that... I don't know if that's how that works. Destroy leftmost item. Will it destroy itself? That's a good question. Man, what else do I have to talk about for game news? What else did I see? I think I saw Sonic Frontiers came to the Switch. Or Switch 2, maybe? That's interesting. I'm actually going to be playing some Melee later. Either Melee or potentially Rivals of Aether 2. One of those two. Oh boy. I've actually, so Steam Link has been a big part of my rotation recently of how I play games. Oh my gosh. Watched a kid on Friday. He asked why I don't have a console and explained to him that my PC was way stronger than any console and has over 80 games that aren't emulated. LOL. My nephew, who I'm probably going to be playing Melee or Rivals of Aether 2 with later, he got into games really young. Really young. He was like legitimately like 2 or 3 years old, like playing Mario Kart on a DS. Same, NES kid, LOL. I was a Genesis kid. I don't know when I started playing Genesis, but I just knew I had one, and my mom played with me. We played Sonic the Hedgehog. But he was playing Mario Kart super young, and he was like a console gamer. I think it's easy when you're a kid, when you're a young kid. Console gaming is just easy. But he's 10 now, and he's already like ingrained himself with like PC gaming. Like he has consoles. But he's definitely like using his PC more than anything. Let's see how this works. Me. That's you. Yeah. That's him right there. Just like fully ingrained into PC life now. And I think that is something that the Steam machine that's releasing could have potentially been able to do when if that released at like a reasonable price. If the Steam machine can play today, yes, we're playing today, Jaden. Jaden, do you want to play Melee? Or let me check how much Rivals of Aether 2 costs. But I was going to say I could also potentially get you Rivals of Aether 2. Only $30. Because we could also potentially try that if you wanted. Or if you just want to play Melee, we'll play Melee. If buy, yes, of course. I figured. I should have known that. I'll sell all this stuff. Ooh, monster skills? Let's do it. I'm not doing that anymore. When you burn, your weapons gain 15. Oh. What game playing? What game this? This is the Bazaar. I can't afford that. That costs 40. Oop, I can afford it. This is called the Bazaar. This is like a strategy game. But yeah, Jay, we'll play I think around 7 your time. Don't worry, I don't know what's happening either. Yeah, I haven't really explained anything. All right, hold on. What if this goes here now? That's now 6.8. I guess I could haste that to quicker blow that up. I don't know why I came in here. I can't afford any of this. It looked like logo. You thought Hearthstone the first time you saw it? It's I could see why you would say Hearthstone. The person who created this game, like he formed like a studio and a team, but the person who created it was a Hearthstone pro. Wait, did this go up? I haven't... Yeah, see, I haven't really even been paying attention. No, it only went off once. Okay. It doesn't play like Hearthstone, though, because, like... This is a real person. And this is their, like, character that they chose and the cards that they put on their board. But it's asynchronous. So it's their, like, ghost build. Get some gold. Let's get some health. Ooh. Burn or crit? Aesthetically similar? I can see it. I think it's because of the gold, maybe. There's something about that, like this color with the gold and stuff that, like, reminds me of Hearthstone. And the board. No, I get it, for sure. Do I want to enchant my hydrogen tank with double burn, or enchant my Oblivion Cannon with 50% crit? I think I have to do this. 200 burns a lot. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's do that. That sounds fun. Why not? It might not have been the best play, but... I play Call of Duty. Actually, Jay, speaking of shooting games, I also still want to try Highguard with, like, you and your dad. Why is this 6 seconds? I thought it was supposed to be less. Oh, it did destroy itself. Okay. Oh, it's 6.8. Okay. Cool. What about... When you gain regen, a burn item against 2 burn. I don't gain regen. High guard. Yeah. High guard. Yeah, I want to try that with you and your dad. Because it's free. I didn't even sell my chocolate for more health. I'll play. PC or console. It's free. It's you can either play 3v3 or 5v5. What the roles? I mean, it's just, I don't know if there's necessarily roles. It's just different, like, characters with different abilities. I guess they technically fill out roles. I just don't know enough about them. I don't know if things flying matter, but sure. Assault, recon, defensive, destructive, and support. There you go. Is it like Counter-Strike? There's, like, a part of it that's kind of like Counter-Strike for sure. It's kind of like... how do I explain it? Yeah, they're called wardens. You basically, you both teams have a base, and you have to, you loot guns and whatnot, and then you fight over a weapon, a sword, a shield breaker it's called, and then you bring the shield breaker to your enemy's base, and then it breaks open the shield, so you can get into the enemy base, and then you try to plant a bomb at one of 3 locations, similar to, like, a Counter-Strike or Valorant. It's kind of like Apex Legends meets Halo meets Valorant or Counter-Strike. Downloading. Guns and abilities. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Do I have a vehicle? I do. That's good. I mean, it sounds cool. It has mixed reviews, but it does sound cool. And I'm interested in trying it. I've done the tutorial. 3 chocolate bars is not worth 16 gold. I don't want toys. What am I doing in here? Maybe I do. Nope. Maybe I do. Jinxie stealing views? Is that what? Jinxie is always stealing my views, you know? Always is. Let's do this. Ooh, vehicles? Nah, let's get health. Yeah, you never watched him. He's not stealing from my view from you. Thank you, Lucid. I know Jinxie, and I've seen... I'm on Twitch all the time. I'm a Twitch person. So I've seen plenty of Jinxie, like, clips and whatnot. I know who he is. But I've never, like, super locked into, like, a stream of his. Is he playing Rocket League now, right? He was like the Rainbow Six guy. He was like a big part of why like Rainbow Six got like really popular again. He was like a big content creator for that game. But I think he moved on to Rocket League now. I don't know how to feel about Burnt Peanut. I don't know how to feel about them. There's things about them. I watch you and Zonk. That Jinxie. Gold. Ooh, haste your flying drones and vehicles for 2 seconds. Interesting. How's the Tuesday afternoon gaming? You know, it's just, you know, some games and yaps. Games and yaps, Dinnermancer. It's going all right. Going okay. Zonk. I don't know, Zonk J. Improve your weapons? Let's improve them. Let's enchant it. What are we getting? Poison. Sure. Oh no, a Zergling. I hope they don't rush me. Actually, speaking of this name, Zergling, I saw that Blizzard... I fell asleep earlier with 2 cats sleeping on me. That's precious. My cat's sleeping outside. He's also precious. Oh my god, how did they do so much damage to me? Oh, what the heck is that? The Obsidian Pterodactyl? Hold on. Let me just replay that real quick. Why did I not do damage to you? You froze that. This, okay, I have to rearrange things, I think. I gotta watch that again. They kind of fight while still on me. I need this to go faster. Okay. I need to swap things around again. I got lucky and Luna just smacked Edgar, and that's so crazy. Okay, Lucid. So, Eternal Blade. That's my nephew in chat. They had a dog named Luna, and I have a frog named Edgar. That's just so funny. Like Luna and Edgar are like the names. Let's enchant an item. Oh wait, it's rest. It's healing, not poison. Oh my gosh. Wait, that might be good. Shield. Haste your flying drones and vehicles for 2 seconds. It's not a drone or... Oh, it is a vehicle. Oh my god. That's a vehicle? Oh, because of this. Which means... What does it mean? 2 of your items start flying. Your vehicles and drones have damage. When you use a vehicle, your items gain 3 crit. Okay, that's a vehicle. I don't think I need this at all. I need that to move. I need this here too. I don't love my items and placement. What am I enchanting with crit? Like, what does this do with crit chance? You know? What do I want? Can I get pilot wings? Targeting drone. I don't know. A crit parts picker? What does that do? Or the crit pilot. You know what? Let's look this up, guys. Nobody knows what's going on anyway. Ah, bizarre. Pilot wings. What? Oh, pilot's wings. It has double crit chance bonus. Crit chance, it doesn't have crit chance to begin with. Oh, flying. Oh, so flying drones and vehicles will have 40 crit. No. All right, parts picker. Parts picker. Your items have 20% crit chance. All bad. Targeting drone? What if target? I don't think I want targeting drone. Yeah, it just doubles it to 20. All right, parts picker. Fine. So parts picker now. Yeah, just everything just has an extra flat 20% crit chance, except for this. Let's go get items. Ooh. This, I think, is better. I want less items on the board. I want less items on the board because I have one of my skills is when an item is destroyed, 2 of your items start flying. This destroys this, which will make 2 of these things start flying. I want this to fly, because when it's flying, it'll have less cooldown, and this will haste it, and give it even more crit. So it's like a 50% chance right now. No. Less than 50%. 20% chance. Because this could also fly. Not 20%. 40%? 40% chance. But then this will blow itself up, and then it will definitely fly no matter what. Alright, let's try that. I don't know. Can I beat the Dualtron? Oh, this also destroys small items on the opponent's board. I need this to go faster. It is flying. Me give you. Thank you, Jaden. Oh, Jay, so when we play games, I brought Tara to work. So I'll just have to go get Tara. So depending on, she said between 3 or 4 my time, which is 6 or 7 your time. So I should be available. I said 7. If it's not 7, it's going to be shortly after that, and then we'll play games. Upgrade an item. Oof. Let's upgrade an item. What do I want to upgrade? I upgrade this. It'll hasten this for longer and deal an additional 50 burn. This will give my items more cooldown reduction, more crit chance. This gains damage equal to 75. This just does so much more damage. So when stuff blows up, good stuff happens for me. Phone and PC. I appreciate it, Jaden. Jaden, I watch your videos sometimes too. I saw you playing Geometry Dash and talking about the manga, or the multiple mangas that you were going to be making. I don't need any of this. Go away, everything. I give the video a like and a comment, and I'm subscribed. You and your mom are both doing some content. You got what? You got 1,000 views on your YouTube. Your mom's got 1,000 followers on her TikTok. Oh, please. That's so much burn on me. Go off, go off, go off, go off. Heal me, heal me, heal me. Oh my god, that wasn't even close to enough. They destroyed me. That's okay. I got a silver. 236 on one video. Nice. Might even be more now. Who knows? All right. Well, that's the end of my run. I got a silver. I got a silver. Boop. Let's open my chests. Get my little cosmetics. Whoop. Probably stop. I'm going to keep streaming, but I'm going to stop recording. This has been A different type of day. Been a different type of day. Not that I'm uploading anything because I'm tired and lazy all the time. Though I applied for a new job. I don't know if I'll get it. If I got the job, I wouldn't be able to do this at the same time because it would be Monday through Friday. During the days. It's essentially like IT for a high school. So I just move when I do this. So like later in the day or the weekend or something. But because it would be like a normal like 9 to 5. I think it's not 9 to 5. It might even be earlier because it's at a high school. My plan would be to get on here more often. That's the goal. And the pay is like, I'd be making less money, but only because I wouldn't be getting as much overtime. Woo, more chests. The base pay would be the same, if not a little bit more, but I would be working 40 hours instead of the like 50 or more that I work now. Ooh, a new skin. Big Boss Stell. I'll equip that. That's what I use. Or that's what I've been playing as. I've been playing as Stell. That character. Hello. She sure does. Part of the reason why I like her. I also have this skin, but like, come on. Them thighs, you know? I also just like her, like, who is Charades? Oh, Lucid Charade? Just another viewer, you know? Another viewer. Just a person on the internet. Not solely. They do not solely exist on the internet, but yeah, we know each other through like Domo and Mewtwo King and other streams. Hi Domo, welcome. Oh, hi Domo. Where Donald was? Who's Donald? Domo? Domo Duck. Domo, how do you feel about or well, everybody really, how do you guys feel about a Metroid Prime movie? Is that like interesting or exciting to anybody? Like, it's getting to this point now where like I could see fatigue happening in like Nintendo movies. Potentially. Cause like we have the Mario movie, we have the Mario movie 2 coming out. There is a Zelda movie coming out as well. They'd be better off with a Star Fox movie. I saw people joking that the new Mario Galaxy movie, I believe it doesn't have Donkey Kong in it because they didn't, when they like announced the voice cast of people returning and like who was voicing Bowser Jr., they didn't mention Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. So I saw people being like, what if though, while they're out in space, like Fox, Slippy, and Falco show up to help save the day as a cameo, similar to like all the Kongs, but it's like all the Spaceys. I'm not interested because Nintendo will make it too much for kids for a Metroid atmosphere, in my opinion. That is something that I'd be worried about. Like I said earlier, like Metroid feels more adult than even The Legend of Zelda. Because it's just like inherently dark and moody. Like the atmosphere is just like dark, moody, kind of creepy, mysterious, right? It's very Ridley Scott. So like, yeah, well, I guess, you do have Ridley in the movie. But yeah, if for one, if they tone down that atmosphere, I feel like that's a loss. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. That's where his name came from. Ridley Scott made the Alien movies. I figured that had to be something. Thank you, Domo. So yeah, if they tone down that atmosphere, but then also, if you make a Metroid movie, we've had Mario animated, we're having Zelda live action. Where would a Metroid movie fall? Because I think you can realistically make any of it work. Jay, did you change your Twitch account? You changed to your other one. You have two, don't you? I appreciate all your support, Jaden, for your two accounts. For some reason, I'm imagining it being more like Clone Wars. Potentially. What was I saying? I was saying you could make any like medium work realistically, I think. Like I think anything can work for Metroid, and as long as like it has to be done well is all it is. I could see something like them making it like some sort of like animated like 3D like Mario or like Clone Wars or something like that. I could see them doing something animated to try to tone down the edginess. Prime 4 guy was a new setup for the movie. I still don't know anything about Prime 4. That game's been out for a while. I know nothing about who that new guy was or anything about it other than like the game is supposedly like decent. That's all I know. It didn't light the world on fire. It didn't have the same sort of like reception that Donkey Kong had in the slightest. Metroid Prime Hunters instead of Metroid Prime follows a different group. I mean, Samus has to be in it somewhere. I can't imagine Nintendo does something that isn't following Samus. I think for the first movie, at least. I think if you were to make a Metroid movie or TV show or something, and it's like the first piece of like Metroid media, it has to be like, or it doesn't have to be. I think their idea would be to focus on Samus. Samus is one of the Samus is one of the bounty hunters, but Prime Hunters included others as well. I guess what that does is gives Samus others to interact with. Without that, it's a much quieter movie, I think. Actually, what if they just called the movie Metroid Prime 5? It's just a sequel to the games. And it's just Metroid Prime 5. They said, you know what, we're done making movies. Or we're done making Metroid games. Or Metroid Prime games. Let's just make Prime movies. I thought it would be a sequel. No, me too. It would draw I think it would draw inspiration from origin stuff, you know? Yeah, it'd be more likely more marketable with more characters, and we know how Nintendo has been lately. It actually, you know, it is interesting now thinking about like Nintendo's like major IP characters and how you know, I don't know what to classify Mario. Like you can put Fox and Samus kind of in the same like sci-fi bucket, and then Zelda in the fantasy bucket. I guess Mario, if those are the two buckets, you're putting Mario probably in the fantasy bucket, but like his world is so much more chaotic that it's not really sci-fi or fantasy, right? It just kind of is whatever it wants to be in that iteration or that level. It's just cartoon. Yeah, I guess that's probably a way to put it. I like that. Mario's just cartoon. But yeah, that'd be interesting to see some other IP crossover. I had a theory, or I don't know, an idea. I'm honestly surprised Zelda didn't come first with how big that series is. Maybe it's a stealth marketing campaign to sell more Metroid Prime 4 copies. Who knows? Nintendo just kind of does whatever. Nintendo does a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense to me. But I had an idea or a theory that there would be Pikmin in this movie. The cartoon bucket. That there would be Pikmin in Mario Galaxy. But they would never be like a focal point. They'd just be in like kind of like hiding in scenes. Like if you like freeze framed scenes and like moved like frame by frame and like zoomed in, maybe you would see like Pikmin in the background like carrying something. And I had this idea that like yeah, like little like Pikmin Easter eggs. But I had this idea that those like Pikmin Easter eggs would be going on throughout the whole movie, and it would actually be telling a whole other like story that you could make a movie of, like just with the Pikmin. It's hard to explain, but like, yeah, I don't know, I had that idea because they're so small. And then also there's the whole thing where it's like the human eye isn't supposed to see Pikmin or something like that. So like maybe there would just be like things randomly moving around in the movie, and the idea, or like in the background, and the idea is like, oh, that's because there was a Pikmin carrying that little bottle cap that was moving along the floor in that scene. I just love Pikmin. I need to finish 4. I beat 1, I beat 2, I beat 3. I started 4, but I never finished it. But it is good. It is good. Let me check in. Let's see. It's almost 3. I gotta check in for when my wife is leaving work. Because I'm going to play some games. I played the first Pikmin. I'm going to play some games with Jaden, some Melee and whatnot. Is there something else I could throw on right now? Oh yeah, there's Rivals of Aether. It terrified me as a kid. All my decisions affect how many of them die. So true. This is crazy that the Rise of Aether Steam page is just playing clips from Genesis. just so much older library. I see that from the first Pikmin. Sim Ant. Oh my god. I forgot about Sim Ant. But yeah, I get that from the first Pikmin for sure. Causing that sort of like, I'm just gonna boot this up and talk more. I'm gonna stop recording. Bye.